Hello everybody! How are y'all doing? Welcome to my video. I'm Lori Landsberg, and have you gals ever thought when you're putting on your foundation how awesome it would be if you could find the perfect concealer to match perfectly your foundation shade? Because you know how it is. You put on your foundation, then you need a little extra concealer for those blemishes, and you get a concealer, but it's not exactly the right shade, and it's a little off, and you can kind of tell. That happens to all of us, but I have a solution for you. I'm going to share that with you right now. So this might be something that you want to share with your friends. If it is, please feel free to click that share button and send it on. You only need three items for this, and you already have them. You just don't realize it. So what you need is you need your perfect foundation, your perfect shade of foundation that's right there in your makeup cabinet, and you need setting spray. Your setting spray needs to be silicone free, okay? So any setting spray that's silicone free, and you need a fluffy brush like this. This is a nice fluffy brush. It's a little bit dense, kind of compacted bristles, but it's fluffy, okay? So I'm gonna show you how this works. So it's impossible to hide texture on your skin. If you have breakouts, the texture, like if it's really swollen, if it's like a new blemish, you cannot hide texture. It just is a matter of fact. It is what it is, and that's okay. But you can hide the angry redness that comes with that. And this is a really great way to do it. And actually I have two ways I'm going to show you that you can use your foundation to cover blemishes and then turn it into a concealer to make it even better, all right? So first of all, you know when you're putting on your foundation, I actually started doing it and then I stopped and thought I want to show you guys this. You're putting on your foundation and you have this really great coverage, and then you see a bump, the redness, it just won't seem to cover it. It doesn't matter how great your foundation is, it may not cover it. First of all, if you take your foundation brush, which I'm going to use this, and you go into your foundation, let's just say, I wish my face was broken out. I happen to have really good skincare. I do a lot of good things for my skin, so my skin's not broken out, so I can't really show you on a blemish itself right here. But if you take your brush and you stipple it, this is how we normally put on our foundation, right? We swirl it around if you're using a brush, but if you stipple the area that needs more coverage, that's one way. You see what I'm saying? It deposits all that pigment right there, and it really helps to cover it. So instead of moving the foundation around as you're swirling your brush around, stipple it right on those areas. But now I'm going to show you how to ensure that that foundation doesn't move, because you can turn it into concealer. So what you do is you take your setting spray and you spritz your brush like this. Okay, setting spray is meant to set makeup, so that's why when you're wearing foundation, if you're not setting it with a setting spray, I mean, it's going to move throughout the day. It just is. Your hands are on your face, your hands are on your phone, whatever. You're reaching up to wipe your mouth, wipe your nose. It's going to move. So setting spray is really important. Setting spray, it's not that it makes it sticky, it's that it makes it almost tacky in a way. So you can't feel the tackiness, but for the purposes of what we're doing, it gives it sort of a tackiness. So then you're going to take your brush that you've just spritzed with setting spray, and you're going to just tap your foundation, okay? This is creating a more opaque, lasting coverage. And it's your foundation, which means it's the exact same color. You're creating a concealer from your foundation, so it's the exact same color. Now this is the key. Let's see, I'm just going to take this area right here, because this is an old area where I unfortunately contracted bacteria years ago, and it's still sort of a blemish. Let me pull you guys up a little closer just so you can see. We're going to get a little personal here. Sorry. Okay, so I hope you can see. Let me get my mirror. And you're going to take it with the lightest hand. The key to this is to get your foundation tacky, but use a super light hand. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to hold it, your brush, on the end, because you don't want a lot of pressure. And you're going to take it like this, and you're going to go barely touching it. and you're going to cover that blemish, and it's going to have that, it's going to turn that foundation into a sort of a tackiness so that it actually adheres to the blemish, and you're going to cover it. And you can literally take this brush, you want to put your foundation on first, and then you go back with this brush with a little spritz of setting spray and your foundation, and you're going to literally paint over every single one of the blemishes on your face. Now you're going to do this, and you're going to put it right over the blemish, and then you're going to take your brush and you're going to kind of fan out the edges just to make sure it doesn't have an edge. And that, my friends, is going to give you a perfect coverage. How about that? Isn't that great? So I learned this from a phenomenal makeup artist. Her name is Lisa Eldridge. I learned this years ago, and she has just a wonderful video that shows this technique. And the reason I love the video is because it's a woman whose face is completely covered in acne. And when Lisa is finished with this technique, nothing like a perfect face. So if you guys are interested in getting that video, shoot me a private message in Messenger, and I will shoot that on over to you. I'd be happy to share it with you. It's a really cool video. So I hope this has been really helpful and you've gotten some value out of it. If you know someone, especially if you know teenagers who suffer from acne, you know, that's a real confidence downer. You can help someone build their confidence back up by sharing this tip with them. So I hope you will. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.